Hi, I'm Jillian Scheinfeld, and this is The Modern Age. I'm here with Gabe Adiv, owner of Milk Barn in Hankins, New York, where we now sit in this beautiful renovated barn. Thanks for having me, dude.
Well, thank you for coming, and thank you for the compliment on Milk Barn.
Completely. So fuck, marry, or kill. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook.
I would probably marry Instagram, kill Snapchat, and fuck Facebook.
Who do you follow on Snapchat that is your biggest guilty pleasure?
I would probably say the designer Mara Hoffman.
Don't follow
Do you know her?
Of course I know her bathing suits are great.
Yeah, I've never worn one of her bathing suits.
Oh, no?
No.
I thought the bikini would look great on you.
Yeah, not really. Maybe like in a few months I'm like working on like shedding that, for that summer weight. Yeah, not quite there yet.
Okay.
I also follow shamedly all sorts of, other like pop icons, some nauseating.
Who?
Like I would say Kylie Jenner is one that's on my list. But generally it's like I look at one photo and I move on. Or like one like selfie video of her like lip syncing driving her Escalade or whatever.
Staring in the camera.
Yeah, that one.
The pursed lips got it. So the first thing you do in the morning, are you checking social media? Are you checking email?
I really try not to reach for the phone first thing.
So you make a conscious effort not to
I
do
try
so.
not to, but I don't always follow through. I like to see how the Milk Barn Instagram is doing.
Totally.
So I like to
it
see
has a very nice aesthetic for those who don't follow it.
Yeah, milk.barn.
Get after it. What annoys you most about Facebook?
The most annoying thing about Facebook is couples talking to each other on Facebook.
It's like, don't you guys text? Like, don't you want to call them?
Or
like,
call them.
How much
Or
do you
like
guys
reach...
really communicate in real life if you have to communicate on Facebook?
It's definitely like there's a direct relationship between the amount of a couple's communication on Facebook and the happiness and longevity of the couple.
I completely agree.
Right?
But also, on another note, these news feeds where if you click an article and it's like, a spin article on Kanye West with some rant, and then the rest of the articles you'll see per day are all about Kanye West, that sort of personalization.
Right.
Which I think really just dumbs you down because it's giving you this kind of just a general,
biopic.
the same thing.
Yeah.
So I find that to be super irritating as well.
Yeah, I find that irritating. There's a lot that's irritating about all of it, I mean, there's a self-congratulation that may have been there before, but this really exacerbates it. Like it really brings it out in people, And, I can't say that that I'm not guilty occasionally as well. But if I'm someplace cool,
Yeah, you want to show
kind of
your
to a certain
lifestyle.
extent. Yeah, to a certain extent you do. But there's a certain amount of self-flagellation, self-hatred that goes along with it.
Oh yeah, they come in tandem.
I like to do them like in the bathroom, in the mirror, on like that sort of angle.
I totally see that.
There's the other one where they like, there's like the side pose like that.
Right,
with
well
the
that's been
arms
going
out.
on for a while.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Never done
That's
that.
nothing new.
Never plan on doing that. I've never done that.
Maybe in your jorts you should do it.
It's not a bad idea.
He changed. He wasn't wearing jeans before.
It's true. I decided my summer look is going to be like pervy Jewish camp counselor from the 70s, and I'm still trying to pull it together.
Yeah. No.
I need more stash. I gotta like lose some of the beard, and I'm thinking like bandana on the regular, and maybe
Sounds good.
taking up the jorts like a couple inches.
Right, and you just gotta sew like a yin yang patch on your jeans. And
on the butt pocket.
Yeah, then you'd be good to go. And in terms of when you're reading a book, is there a certain amount of pages you can go before you have to feel the need or feel inclined to look at your phone?
I think it's hard to quantify. Like, I still don't think with any of the social media stuff that's out there, there's anything that replaces the immersion that you have when you're into a book, right? If you're like really into a book, I just feel like it's a lot easier for me at least to like mute everything else out.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that has to do, I mean, it's twofold. It could have to do with age, or it could have to do with just your general ability to immerse yourself in things, because I feel like it's harder for people my age, at least I know, to really immerse themselves in one thing because of the way that technology affects everything about us. The
Oh,
whole
absolutely.
multitasking.
It's absolutely a function of age.
Yeah.
I'd say, and not to say that I'm not like, on some level addicted to my phone.
Right.
But culturally, it is absolutely a different thing,
Yeah.
a generation later. But like in my high school and college years, we didn't have flip phones.
Right.
So
You had a
like you'd
beeper?
go to a show. I had a pager at one point. I did. I had a beeper. You know, we'd be going to a show, you know, like 2 hours away, and you'd be like, all right, we're going to meet at, you know, blah, blah, blah. And even if you didn't meet them at that exact place, it always sort of worked out, even without it. So it's interesting, you know, like just finding friends through crowds of people, or like, no, I just saw him over there, whatever. And like, you know, in high school, we used, like, the go-to was the McDonald's parking lot, you know? Like, this party got crashed, this party, you know, their parents showed up or whatever, always end up at the McDonald's parking lot. Phone calls feel invasive now. It's funny because it's true that, like, texts for me are really meant to be like, I'm on my way, or this is funny, or like, you know, quick back and forth. But like, I've had like breakup conversations over text with women, you know, who are younger than me or whatever. And to the point where I'm like, can we please just get on the phone?
Yeah.
You know, and nothing. And then I get like one of these, you know.
Paragraphs, books, novels.
Books, totally.
I can't.
Totally, yeah. I
So
can't
much.
even. Hashtag I can't
Can't
even.
even.
Yeah, hashtag
Literally, I'm dying.
Literally dead. So I think there's definitely a generational, you know, thing going. But also my mom tries to be cool and like sends me like emojis, or like she's texted me like sup before.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know,
She's
like
down
trying
with
to
the slang.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, sup's
trying to
kind of
stay
having a
current. We're all trying to
resurgence,
stay
too.
current.
I feel like I would write sup like in notes that I would handwrite in middle school to people, but now I'll also sometimes
I didn't
throw
even
out
know
there
what
in
it
a
was
text.
until like a couple of years ago.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite emoji?
I like Black Santa Claus. I was once
Through the
broken up
symbol.
with by emojis.
That's pretty
Actually,
harsh.
never
I was about to say that is unreal.
It didn't
What kind of
happen.
girls
Well,
are
she
you
sent
dating?
me this girl.
Like be gone, ward
Blonde,
off.
yeah, that one. Tan, the tan one, like the middle one.
Okay.
You know, you have like the scale.
Different pigments. And,
Yeah. No, that never happened. Never happened. But I did actually come up with. It was actually published by Boing Boing, but a friend of mine writes for Boing Boing, and I came up with 10 different dead songs through emojis.
Oh,
There was
dope.
like a trivia game with my friends.
Okay.
And also 10 different scenes from Revenge of the Nerds that I did with emojis that was published
Great
as well.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So that
Very
was
cool.
pretty good. Yeah, emojis have sort of a life of their own.
When you do see a heart on Instagram for Milk Barn, do you
Uh-huh.
get like, do you
Oh,
get
yeah.
up? Like, cause I
sure.
get up when I see a heart on my Instagram.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's like anything. It's like the heart just doesn't do it for me anymore. You know,
What do you mean you need more than the heart?
you need more than one. Like just one heart isn't really gonna do it. Like
But
you
at
want to
least
see
it
like.
starts it. It starts the
Yeah, it
process
does.
of the
Yeah, you're
dopamine
psyched to see it.
surging in your head.
But then you look, and if it's the same person that's been hearting you on every picture, like you
Yeah.
want to see the heart from some new blood or a
That's true.
comment.
Yeah.
Or a comment.
Comments
Or
were
you
real.
tagged in somebody else's feed that has a lot of followers. Like that's a whole
Right.
thing.
The Instagram tag thing's sort of weird though, because I don't really get that. I'd rather someone at me than tag me.
I'm with you.
You know,
I'm with you.
Feels more like they want me.
Yeah.
In their Instagram situation.
I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
the tag is a bit of a cop out.
Totally. And in many ways, it makes things a lot easier, but it also makes things a lot more difficult as humans have to adapt to the kind of the speed and the addiction aspect of it as well.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's real, and I think that, you know, those people that have a predisposition to have short attention spans or an addictive personality, you know, it's an immediate thing, but I think even those people with more moderate personalities,
Right.
so to speak, it brings that out in them for sure, you know.
Totally.
And it's both sides. It's the voyeur and the exhibitionist, you know, so it sort of
Right.
covers all bases.
Are you on Spotify? Do you listen to
Yeah,
music?
I do. I do.
Do you have a strong opinion on the way that musicians are treated via
Via social media?
Spotify and sort of the streaming aspects of it all? Because I
So-
know you also are into vinyl, so
Yeah, it's very clear that since the days of Napster, the whole model changed, and the only way to really make money as a musician now, unless you're like, you know, a Radiohead or a Coldplay or a Prince, R.I.P. or whomever, you have to tour. I don't know. I like that it encourages people to go see live music, and it encourages bands to tour more.
completely.
You know, and it sort of brings things back. But then, you know, full circle, you go to a show now, and people are like, you know, that's the one thing that's really
That's
annoying
the
about.
worst.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about your clip longer than
And the tall people
3
in front of
seconds. Right, but I'm saying that people post it to social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to hear a scratchy sounded, you know, rendition of whatever by whomever.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I did post like a 10-second Dylan clip a couple weeks ago.
I mean, everyone's guilty. I know I'm agreeing with you, but I went to the Bad Boy Records concert, entertainment, whatever. Puff Daddy and Mace came out, and I was like, this is the only time I'd be able to put this up and show it. And the audio was good.
Yeah.
But I definitely thought about it before I put it up.
How were your likes?
Oh, I got a lot of likes. But everyone loves 90s R&B and hip hop. If you don't, then I don't like you. So
that's fair.
You know.
You don't like my mother. It's rude.
So.
For sure.
Wow. Well, thank you, Gabe. It was great speaking with you.
I'm honored and flattered that you decided to choose me, having found me on Instagram.
That is how we found each other. We started a friendship on Instagram.
We did.
Mostly just by likes.
Yep.
Because the Milk Barn Instagram is something you got to look at.
Yeah, you should take a look. You should definitely take a look. Yeah. Jillian Shine be liking all my posts.
All your posts.
Yeah.
Well, you like all my posts. It's a reciprocity.
Yeah, it's true. We sort of scratch each other's backs.
That we do.
Yep.
Perpetual fans.
Boom.
Bam. Thank you.